Stop comparing yourselves to others. God has created you the way that you are for a reason. Be okay with the trials, with the way that He made you. Be okay with the circumstances that God is placing you in. Stop comparing yourselves to others. Listen to what Jesus says in John when Peter asks him about another disciple, about what's going to happen to him, and Jesus shuts him down on comparing himself really quickly. See, it says, Peter turned and saw the disciple whom Jesus loved following them, and the one who also had leaned back against him during the supper, and said, Lord, who is it that is going to betray you? When Peter saw him, he said to Jesus, Lord, what about this man? Jesus said to him, If it is my will that he remain until I come, what is that to you? You follow me. You see, Peter was beginning to concern himself with what was going on in John's life instead of what was going on in his life and focusing on Jesus. This is a trap that we fall into all the time. One really good example of this is social media, and especially Instagram. When we go on Instagram, what do we see? We see the highlights of every single person's life inflated. Everything, even the highlights are inflated because the highlights aren't good enough for Instagram. So we have to go in, find our highlights. Then once we find the highlights, we find the highlight of the highlight. Then we put a filter on it. Then we might change some lighting. Then we might do a little editing to make ourselves look better. Literally, it's so fake. We take the focus off of our own lives, off of what Jesus is doing in our life, off of Jesus, and put it on someone's fake self. We look at someone and go, why am I not as attractive as them? We look at someone and go, why am I not as successful as them? We need to stop doing this. We need to start focusing on Jesus. Be content at where He has you. Improve yourself. Yes, focus on Jesus. You need to focus on Jesus. Guys, I encourage you today, right here, right now, just calm down a little bit. Relax. Realign your priorities. Get in the Word. Get in the Word of God. Start reading and go and think to yourself, am I focusing on God? Where do I need to realign my priorities today? Where do I need to refocus? And refocus your priorities on Christ. Refocus your priorities on Jesus, because He's the one who should have all of your attention. He's the one where you should be putting your focus instead of on someone's highlight of the highlight of their lives. That's only going to make us more and more depressed. Instead, focus on, what does Jesus say? Who does Jesus say I am? Comparison will kill you guys. If you continue to compare yourself to others, it's gonna really kill you. If you look at it, studies have been done that show that the more time you spend on Instagram, the more time you spend scrolling Instagram, the more depressed you're gonna get. The more time you spend comparing yourselves to others, the more depressed you're gonna get. The less happy you're gonna be, because you're not gonna be focusing on the one who brings true joy. You're not going to be focusing on the one who brings true peace and true blessings. That's God. You need to focus on Him. Stop focusing on what other people have and what you don't have. Focus on what Jesus is. Focus on who He is, what He brings. Because He is everything and more than you could ever ask, think, or imagine. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you found this content helpful, I encourage you to comment, like, or subscribe to the channel. Send this video out to someone who you think that it would really help. Just thank you so much for watching and have a great day.